everyone. The question that I have is, who is afraid of ADC in Edo State? You saw that video and you saw the destruction. You saw the fact that the ADC, secretariat is being attacked. And in the past, we've had threats from people all over on this ADC matter. If people feel that they are strong, they are powerful, and they have won or they are winning or they won election, why then are they afraid? It's a free space out there for everyone to do whatever it is that they want to do. And this one that you're seeing, this attacks, if you are someone who has been doubting whether ADC is doing something or is going to do something or they have anything, this tells you a whole lot. For those who are afraid, even though they try to come out with this show of force that they are something when they're not, you see their shakiness in the manner that all of these kind of attacks do happen. But one of the things for me that I always say to people is that nobody has monopoly of violence. This violence that you see, nobody has monopoly of it, and things do turn. For some who think that because they're in certain position, they will go ahead and continue to unleash violence on people. Well, it's only a matter of time. We've seen it again and again and again. Those who thought they were invincible, that nothing can be done to them, that they have the power to do and undo. We've also come to see how over time they have all fallen apart. It's really sort of like, how do I put it now? Quite I want to say disheartening, but it's not something that it's not expected, right? It's something that a lot of people do expect. But as we go into 2027, there's something I've always said to people that, look, this right now we're fighting for our lives. We have a lot of evil people who have taken over, positions in this country, and they are not going to let go. And saying back, even if you do nothing, and these are not people who ever get satisfied, they will always ask for more, demand for more, go for more, be out there, trying to choke the very life out of people. So it's mandatory on every one of us to actually sit up, stand up, and begin to fight for our lives as we go into 2027 election. This is not the time for people to sit aside. This is not the time for people to say that, oh, it's none of their business. This is not the time for people to feel that they don't have to do anything, or they will just go on, or they will not be bothered, which is some of the things that we have constantly been saying. I've recently, we remember we're doing election in Abuja, February 21st. We're going to have our area council election. And sometimes when you're talking to people, you see the way they are just nonchalant about it. They don't care. Some of them are even like as if you're irritating them and stuff like that. Election, it has consequences. Election matters. Politics, the way after God is government. How powerful government can be, extremely powerful, and you don't want to leave it in the hands of people who are evil, in the hands of people who are ruthless, in the hands of people who don't have empathy, and you also don't want to leave it in the hands of people who feel that their destruction and killing and maiming, that's the only way that they can go on to get people in power. So it's very mandatory for us to take this on. Like you have there, those who say they are going to give someone 2 point something million votes, 3 point something million votes, when even the whole voters that are there are not up to that number. When you have people who do not have the intellectual capacity to be able to process basic information, it's actually a huge problem, because at the end of the day, they do not think of the repercussion of anything. They do not think of the consequence of their action. They only just act because they don't have what it takes to be able to sit down and think about the issues and look at it from a point of whether it affects them or not. So what am I even talking about? They are usually shameless. There's nothing that for them to feel any kind of shame. Oh, let me not do this. This thing cannot be seen. I cannot be seen to be doing this kind of thing. They don't have those kind of filters. So for them, everything is out there, doing whatever it is that they will do. But we'll keep going. And this country belongs to all of us. For those who think that they have the monopoly of violence, well, it's only a matter of time. Somebody is pushed to the wall, and it gets to that place where they are also fighting back and refusing to relent on this. So, and at this moment, you see that the police are watching; they're doing nothing. It's okay. Nigerian police have always shown itself to not to be on the side of peace and justice, equity, on the side of law enforcement. They've really been on the side of breaking the law, being a willing tool of oppression. And they're usually the ones that you see them. And they saw the issue of ADC, and these attacks are all happening all across. You saw the one that happened in ADC, and there were allegations that it was even the police itself that went to go and tell the other camp and come and start threatening people to leave that place. But whatever it is, ADC has come to stay. And for those who are angry, as it dey pain them, it dey sweet us. As it dey sweet us, my it dey pain them. Thank you.
As you can see, we are live at the ADC State Secretariat in Ogberaka, and we see the wanton destruction of these miscreants, nuisance. Agberos and pedestrians have come to do as our national secretariat. So they've destroyed our poles, our flags, our banners. They feel very threatened that the ADC of Edo State is about to kickstart a new era of change. We see they destroyed the vehicles. The CCTV camera that was here was pulled down. We see this other one was too high, so they could not access this other one. They destroyed, look at the stones they're using in breaking our glasses, just because they do not want opposition to thrive, which is practically impossible. Look at the arson, they poured fuel here, they littered it, tried to put the building on fire. They also came from behind, they broke the louvers, they poured fuel into the building, and they lit it. But the building could not, so they disconnected the CCTV camera. Look at what we have there. It was disconnected before they started destruction. They carted away with some of them. The other one that was there was one on the floor there, this one, by this front. They carted away the CCTV camera. So we want to send a message to the governor of Edo State. He's the chief security officer. Is this the kind of state he wants to donate 2.5 million votes to his father, Tinubu? 3.5. Oh, 3.5 million. Whatever the figure is, it's a bit irritating, it's nauseating, it's enchanting. That they will resort to this kind of criminality. We know the party, we know their nature before now. Some of them have told us that they are willing to cut their neck and they cut their head and donate their hands. We will give them a long class to do the cutting. Because we will not be threatened, we will not be intimidated. We continue to stand for what is right. Nigeria is a multi-party state, and nobody will cower those states into any form of jittery. We will resist every attempt of being subdued and being oppressed. People that want to support the ADC will support the ADC. People that want to gather and identify with the ADC, they will gather and identify as ADC members. We will not allow any form of intimidation or oppression. And none of these things leads to nothing. Today we also declare people are decamping today into the ADC, and the decamping will take place here in the secretariat. For want of time, the APC and the miscreants who have done this, we know they are the ones who do this, because they are the only ones who have the mind to carry this kind of illegality. They are the only opposition party in this state, and they want to ensure that we do not stand. It won't work, and they will continue to resist them at all levels. This is just a show of shame. The thing of shame that the APC will reduce to the secretariat that is barely a month old. It's a thing of shame, and they will be resisted vehemently. So I want to know what they will be saying. The government should release a statement, the party should release a statement denying that they are not the ones, but we know the source.